Test, test. Ladies and gentlemen, dear journalists, this is the beginning of the first part of the press conference after Octagon 74, Forever Štvanice. I'd like to apologize to everybody here. I lost my voice in the second round of Dominik Hamburger's fight, unlike many other people. To my right, Michala Hlaváčková making her debut. Also Vojta Kohl, another debutant, Adrian Hamerský, and to my left is Ním Kinehen, Daniel Ligotsky, Kamil Oniščuk, and Radek Roušal. I'll start with Radek with the first question before we give the floor to the journalists. Ruchy, since you started dating Nela, you're 2-0, so maybe in Brno it's going to be 3-0? Hi to everybody, it's true, so after Brno it will be 3-0. All right, so that's the first question, and now I give the floor to Marian. Let me start with Daniel Ligotsky. Daniel, this is your third fight in Octagon, your third finish. Oh, it was also very, very quick. What does it feel like? Is this a dream come true? Did you expect your career in Octagon be that easy? As I wrote in my last post, when dreams come true. So it's just like that. We expected everything, but this is probably the most anybody could experience. The first round, I'm not injured, so it's amazing. We could call you Mr. Short Notice. I know that you have a PML fight planned, but is there maybe a tournament at the end of the year where you would like to fight someone, maybe someone from the higher positions? Because you could start fighting higher level fighters now. Do you have someone in mind? First of all, I'm now focused on PML. I don't want to skip stages. You have to wait, you have to be patient. But unless it's short notice, I would be happy for a bigger name, for someone with a bigger name in Octagon, not just debutants. But I understand this was short notice, so I'm completely at peace with this. You know, making weight in 4 days is not easy. And I appreciate that you see this. So yeah, give me a name. I'm ready for everybody. 84 kilos.
Okay, another question for
Okay.
me. So how did you enjoy the first fight in MMA in organization after your top victories in the WBC and your whole Muay Thai career, now starting out on prelims? So how did you enjoy the whole process and the fight itself?
The whole process has been really good. It's a pleasure to be signed with Octagon now. Yeah, it's an experience. I'm glad I've got my first one out there and I've shown a little bit what I'm capable of. And yeah, on to the next one.
Now, a few minutes before, there was a title fight between Cecilia Bolander and Lucia Sabova. Do you look straight away at the Sabova and that's the target, or you like step by step?
It's step by step, but I will be the champion of the bantamweight division, that's for sure. But step by step, take each fight as it comes. But eventually, I'll be there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Naz for Sport Bible. Quick question for Neve, please. Congrats on your win, Neve. We just seen a title fight just now. Would you like to be fast tracked to the title and just get straight for the title next?
I don't think there's any rush for me. I've just signed. I've got a 5-fight deal. I can give a few fights, show what I'm capable of, and there's no rush for me to get there just yet. That was my first ever MMA fight, so I've shown what I can do, and I'm going to work my way to the top. But yeah, that I will be that champion.
Speaking to Brian in the cage, if I'm not mistaken, you said that wasn't the real me. Could you elaborate, please?
I think obviously it's my first MMA fight. I've never been in the cage before. It's a big event, a big arena. Like the adrenaline's going, so I think you just got to soak the atmosphere in and just enjoy it. So sometimes the nerves can take over you a little bit, but now my first one's out the way. My second fight it'll be a new me again.
During your fight, I could hear someone say, screaming, "Come on, Eve! Come on, Eve!" By any chance, did you hear that? And who was that?
Yeah, I've got a few people here. I think 20, 30 of my lot came over. It was Frank, my coach. It was his missus, actually. She's normally in my corner, but she was in the crowd tonight. But she was still heard.
And just finally, even though it was the first fight at night, it was a pretty packed arena. You're fighting a Czech fighter. What was that experience like?
Yeah, it was a good atmosphere. Like normally when you fight the first fight, you don't have many people there, but yeah, the atmosphere was crazy. It was a beautiful arena, so yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
A ještě jedna otázka za mě, tentokrát na Vojtu Kola.
One more question to Vojta Kol. This was a huge debut for you. The first round was the first round, and then it all went down. So what did your corner tell you? How did they motivate you? Were you kind of taken aback by the huge crowd? No, I wasn't nervous. I was in a bubble. You have to understand, I fought for the first time in a year and a half. I had so many cancelled fights. There were problems with weight of my opponents. I had some injuries. I've never fought in front of such a huge crowd. So I was kind of in a bubble. I wasn't paying attention to my corner, to the fans. And after the first round, my corner, Paťas, he told me, hey, you're here. And then I kind of woke up, and then it went the way it did. Are you now even more hungry? Do you want to be more active after the break? Well, I was training during the break. It was just that the fights were getting cancelled. And when I got this short notice, I said yes immediately. I was with Patrick in Thailand. I knew I was fit. I was keeping in good shape. So my goals are still really, really high. We still have Brno and Prague ahead of us here in the Czech Republic. Would you like to fight there? And do you have a name in mind? Yes, of course. I want to fight again before the end of the year. This was a short notice fight, so I didn't have any name in mind. But now, maybe Radek Roušal in Brno? Do you have an opponent? I don't. In Brno? 66 kilos. I think it would be an interesting matchup. People could like it. Okay, we'll see what the promoters say. A question for you, Ruchy. Today we heard that Andrej Raška is going to fight Spicy Paya. So what do you think about this fight? And do you think Paya could win? Or what are his chances against your friend? I think this is going to be a one-sided affair. A guy who's never done anything in his life. He's never fought in his life. The atmosphere and everything is just gonna eat him up. So it's gonna be a massacre. You can't handle it mentally, physically. Maybe if he had had some amateur fights before, that could be. We could start talking about that. Yeah. Okay, I could see that happening. But it's dumb. They could do a celebrity fight, just a celebrity against celebrity, but this way he's going for his death. Vojta, you're calling out Ruchy, so this is not your last Octagon fight. Yes, well, I have a contract with Octagon. This was just an idea I had off the top of my head. We both won today. And at the beginning of the conference, we heard that Ruchy will be fighting in Brno. And so many people have been asking me, who's next, who's next, who's next? But I didn't have any name in mind. This was just, off the top of my head, as I said. So we could talk about this. We have teams to take care of this.
Exactly, but if it's going to be on the ground, then I'm not interested. I'm going to be honest. I'm too old for that. I want some striking. If you're going to take me on the ground and just let me grapple, then okay, I'll grapple back. But if you're just going to hold me there for 1 minute, then I'm not interested. That's stupid.
Okay, so that's why I brought it up. Ruchy wants a brawl. I just want to grapple. So maybe we'll meet halfway, or maybe sometime in the future. As I said, this was off the top of my head, just an idea, just putting it out there. This is my first Octagon fight, so we will see what the promoters say, what Ruchy's team says.
Or maybe then the O2 Arena. Brno O2 Arena, and then I want to have vacation for 2 months in Thailand.
That's a possibility. Yeah. So I'm not looking to create any special hype. I'm just thinking about what could be next. And the last question for Dan Ligotsky. This card saw many changes in the game changer and outside of it. Aren't you sorry a little bit that you didn't get the reserve fight? No, everything's the way it should. And in game changer, they will all just break each other's head, and I'll just fight the best guy at the end. It's a short stop before the top.
Patrice Bernakl Club, já bych se chtěla zeptat na Ruchyho otázku.
I have a question for Ruchy. Congratulations on the win. How are you going to celebrate this win? With my friends, with my family. On Wednesday, we're leaving for Croatia. We'll go on a boat. I'll just eat. I'll pig out. Andres has a fight very soon. Then Lengal is going to be fighting Brno. We need to be ready for that. I'll just chill for 10 days, food, and then I'm back into preparation, into training.
Julian, MMA on a mask. A question for Kamil. Were you kind of surprised that Savada is only going for the takedown, not trying to make a brawl out of this fight? Tell me your thoughts.
Hello everybody. You know, maybe I'm not surprised, but I surprised his today performance because he have a lot of energy. I watched his last fight versus Penas. After three minutes in a clinch, he gas out. I think maybe now the same. He want takedown me. I have very good defense and waiting for he gas out, but he have power. I think he very want to win, but he lose. But I look, he's in today in cage. For me, he's the best shape. Maybe nobody give me this question, but now I want fight versus this Kerim opponent, Mick Santon, because he talk a lot of shit about Kerim opponent. I fight last fight versus Kerim, 24-hour notice. I'm not shit fighters, and I give 24-hour notice. I give very close fight. You know, if I have more confidence, maybe I can take this fight. He lost in first round. Now I want fight versus him. He can choose a date.
Yeah, what do you make of his performance of this fight, Engizek versus Stanton? Give me your thoughts about this.
About this fight?
Yeah.
I don't know. This guy talk a lot of. You have very good grappling, blah blah blah, but you show nothing. You know, I accept fight versus him 24 hours before, brother. I have wrestler. He give me striker. I say okay, no problem. Negotiation and let's go. He have 4 months. He say Kerim chicken, blah blah blah, but he lose first round, brother. For me, this is a lot of upset.
Thank you.
Hi there, question for Neve. Neve, being able to go out there and show off some great work against the cage that you've clearly worked on, how satisfying was that for you?
Yeah, I mean, once again, I only shown a small part of me, but I've shown, well, that I can have a fight and I can take a dig as well as give one. And my stand-up, I feel like I'm going to be too much for the girls in the division.
And looking ahead to the future now, is there a date in particular that you'd like to get back in the cage?
Just soon as possible. There's talks of other fights coming up soon, but yeah, as soon as possible, I like to be active.
Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Dominik Bernakl Club. Já mám otázku na Vojtu.
For Wojciech, you said that you have signed a contract with OKTAGON. How did you feel in the cage? I felt great. In the amateur division, I have around 30 fights. Many people I have known for years, like cutmans, referees, and so on. And I felt great here in Prague, Štvanice. I had the home audience. I had a fighter from abroad, so I had the support of my home country. I have a question for Misha. Michaela, after the fight you were quite emotional. Now a couple of hours have passed. How do you feel now? I feel the same. I am okay with my performance. I gave everything. I have a good feeling about it. I only had 1 month for prep, and after this prep I showed a complex MMA fight. What's going to happen now after the fight? What's your plan? Some vacation or further training? And also, this was your first MMA fight. Do you plan on train MMA? Is it something that you're going to continually work on for the future? I don't know about the short-term horizon after the fight, but there is the possibility that I would aim to the MMA preparation. I think it wasn't that bad of a performance today. I mean, you see the damage in my face, obviously, but I think I showed something that the audience liked. You look good, don't worry. And I have a question for Wojciech. Patrick showed a video, Road to Štvanice, and he said that the opponent wanted you to weigh 75 kilograms on the day of the fight. How much did it influence you? Did it complicate your mind, concentration? That's true. Today at 2, I had to be weighed again, and I had to have 75 kilos, and it was a short notice catch weight, so I was losing about 8 kilograms in the week. So it influenced me in the way that Jan Maršálek, who is taking care of my condition, he's my coach diet. So it was a lot of his work, and it was about water, not really food. I felt great. Adrian, question for you. It was a debut for you in Octagon. It was some hype about it with Roša, so how do you feel now after the fight?
Czułem się świetnie, naprawdę bardzo mi się tu podoba, podoba mi się czeska publika, podoba mi się ta organizacja, jestem mega zadowolony, wszystko szło po mojej myśli, no niestety taki jest ten sport i jeden błąd sprawił to, że no niestety.
So I felt great, the Czech public is awesome, I was really hyped, unfortunately one mistake and it happened how it happened, yeah.
Takže pokud jsou, už nejsou další dotazy.
So if there aren't any more questions, we can now finish with the first part of the press conference. Thank you for your time, and we will continue with Ondřej Novotný and Pavel Neruda and the second half of the fighters. Thank you.
world champions and their emotional stories, an electric atmosphere, an unforgettable experience. OKTAGON MMA.
Welcome on the press conference after OKTAGON 74 from Prague, from Štvanice. We have an amazing event behind us. There's a lot of super positive wave from abroad, thanks to Martin Budaj signing a contract with OKTAGON. Same with David Dvořák. We are very happy to have them in our family now. And congrats to all winners. We saw crazy fights, and also applause for the guys who lose but leave hearts in these fights. So thank you all guys being part of this event.
Yeah, congratulations to everyone. Thank you also to everyone, the viewers again. For us, Štvanice is something special. It's unbelievable. It's always some kind of miracles happens here. And today was no exception. It was again unbelievable event. We got a new bantamweight champion, and we got also tip sport performance of the night winner, which is Dominik Humburger. Congratulations, 5,000 euro for you. First question.
Marian Schuster, Deník Sport. První otázka na Lucii Sabovou.
First question for Lucia Sabova. 10 wins in a row, all in OKTAGON. You started in OKTAGON Challenge. Your whole road. What are your emotions now that you have reached this point? It's hard to describe it. And I still haven't realized it. I realized what I managed, because it's really 10-0 and it's another win, and in this, and it happened like it happened. I'm really so happy about it. I'm happy for any person that helped me on my way. It makes sense for me, and I'm so happy that these people are happy with me and that I can make them happy. Will you now forget for a while about any fighting, about any preparation? Yes, finally I've reached this stage that I will just enjoy my win. Maybe it will be even a month that I will just celebrate. Please wish me this rest. Let me rest. I have been training for 1 year for this. Do you think Lucia Pudilova is now, it's now her turn to be your opponent? Oh, please don't ask me about my further fights. I have now managed what I have managed, and I'm happy about it, and I don't want to look in the future now. When you fell on the ground with your opponent, you have looked in the eyes of your opponent. How did you feel about it? Did you feel that she got injured? Yeah, I think that I heard her saying stop, so I thought that something might have happened, but I have reacted to the referee. He didn't stop it, so I thought the fight is in my hand, and I felt great. Thank you. Congratulations.
Just one thing, that Cecil is in big pain on knee, so please let's make all questions on Cecil, and then we can let her go to yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, first question for you.
Yeah.
Can you talk
Pretty
about?
much going to be in English.
Yeah.
Now, so, yeah.
Can you talk about the moment for your point of view?
First of all, I'm really sorry. I'm actually sorry for you also, because whenever we get in the cage, we want like the hardest fight that we can get. And yeah, I'm sorry I got injured. I'm sorry for also this being the most amazing event you can attend. Like, we stepped into the arena this morning and we were like, okay, it's just really, really cool place. And an injury takes away all the things that you've been working for. Because we work so hard, like she said, she's been working for a year. Like, we're in this job, and once we're there to perform, and you get injured, you can't perform, and that kind of breaks your heart. And what I take away from this fight, I know she doesn't want to talk about the future, if she still has the belt or not. I really want to meet her again. I've been hunting this girl down ever since it was 7-0, and unfortunately this happened. But yeah, I'm really happy for her. She's been working hard. We all work hard. So, but goddamn, I want to do it again. Yeah.
Thank you, Cecilia, and I hope you will be good soon.
Thank you.
But you showed a lot of heart because you are trying for your armbars. You're trying to keep fighting, keep finding submission. So, big respect for that.
From my point of view, it popped out like the second she did the trip. I landed. I saw my foot being on the side, and I was like, okay, this is not good. It popped back in after a little while. And then I was like, okay, this is my chance to like test it out. So I tried to move, but I didn't even get the chance to take my foot to the ground before it popped out again. So I was like, okay, this is not good. And then basically what you see is me laying there being like back and forth, like, okay, how am I going to do this now? Because if I stand up, I'm not going to have a foot to stand on. And that's why you see me, I don't know, on the ground trying to do an armbar. But yeah, I mean, for me to get the armbar on her, I knew that I had to elevate my hip, and that wouldn't be possible. So, yeah.
Were you trying to talk to the referees, just telling him to stop the fight?
To be honest, I think even I tried to talk to her, or I don't know, like, I kind of talking to myself, talking to her, like, I knew that something wasn't good, and I didn't know where my coach's corner were. So I kind of didn't have anyone to, like, give me advice.
Like, from my understanding, you stopped the fight actually.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
She told the referee to stop the fight for the second time. So that's why he step inside.
Because I can lay there and like get hammered, but I don't have any, like, it's not fun to even see me just holding her. Like, it's not entertaining, so I didn't see the point. I tried a couple of times, but once I understood I couldn't elevate the hip either, like the armbar wasn't there, I surely can't do a triangle from there. So, yeah, fortunately.
Speed recovery.
Thank you so much.
Any other question for Cecil?
Já mám Patrice Bernacle Club, nebo ne? Já mám otázku na Cecílii.
A question for Cecilia. Did you expect your opponent to be so difficult? Did you expect this to be so difficult?
That she's gonna be that tough?
I can't say that I'm afraid. So I really want this fight again.
Any other question for Cecil? No, okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
So,
sorry, guys.
Okay, another question.
Přejdu k Dominikovi. Dominiku, pro tebe taky obrovský moment, obrovský
it was also a huge moment of your career. You were a huge underdog. You mentioned that your head wasn't really in there. Could you describe it for us? I'm sorry, my nose is really stuffy. Do you mean before the fight? Well, it was really wild. You know, I couldn't make the weight cut, I didn't sleep well, I had some breakfast, but that didn't really go so well either, so I was just lying down. And then it got a little bit better. You know, until the last moment when I went to stretch and have a warm-up, I felt like I don't know if I can do anything on the ground, standing up. You know, I thought, I don't know if I can face my opponent. I don't know if I could do anything, but you saw that I did. I could do a lot. Was it the fans that woke you up? Well, yeah, I have to say, the fans, that was something. I had a lot of fun, and Stvanica delivered. was what I expected, actually. It was a hit. And then, you know, I was really shook when I fell on the ground, and then I said, you know, hey, you have to get the fuck up and fight. And that's what woke me up. And Kerim Engizek is next to you. You saw his fight. What do you think? Because you're sitting next to your next opponent. Yeah, well, he's a champ. I have a huge respect for him. He has had complete control in his fight. I saw also his previous fight with Miloš, who didn't stand a chance next to him. So huge respect, and it's a huge honor for me that I can stand up to him and be his opponent. Is your next fight the biggest fight? Well, he's a champ, so I think that I'm at least a little bit closer to the title. I think that we have to wait for that, but I can at least be there with the champ, with the current champ.
Kerim, great performance for you. Finish in the first round. So, how is it to get the first win outside of Germany?
Danke erstmal. Danke, super Stimmung hier in Prag.
Thank you so much. It's amazing here in Prague. It was a really nice night. I had a really tough preparation. It was really tough. And it went exactly the way I imagined. I said it before the fight. I didn't have any respect. I wasn't afraid of him, and I delivered.
Maybe how would you evaluate Dominik Humburger? So, what do you expect from in such a war as he always have?
Ich konnte den Kampf leider nicht sehen, aber ich weiß, ist ein tougher Mann.
I don't know, but I know that he's a really tough guy. He's going to be a really tough opponent, and I think that it's going to be a really nice fight. So you can be excited. I think that it could be the fight of the night. Dominik, this is your second fight in Octagon, the second performance of the night. What do you think? Is the third fight going to be the third performance of the night? Well, I'm going to give my best to do it. I hope that I'm going to be there in my head, and I think that we can get ready for the prep next week. And a question for Hojat, you managed to get into the Tipsport pyramid. You managed to beat a great favorite. So what do you think about the other fights in the pyramid? I wasn't surprised. I know what I can do, and it's an honor for me to be there with the three fighters in the pyramid. Kerim Engizek is one of the best MMA fighters in Europe. Jotko, Humburger as well. They're super tough. So I think it's just generally a great honor for me to be there as part of the Game Changer. A question for Kerim Engizek. The first fight of your whole career outside of Germany. How did it feel, the emotion here in Prague? How did it feel? Prague is an amazing city. It's a bit different than in Germany. It was a beautiful atmosphere, and I had a lot of fun. Well, we know how what your next fight is going to look in Bratislava against Dominik Humburger. You don't have that much fight to prepare for this fight. And it's going to be in another country again, in Slovakia. Well, it's my job, you know. I'm going to have a week rest, and then we're going to work on. That's just how it looks. That's what I've been doing for years, because it's my job, and that's how it goes. There's also Jotko and Kacevant on the other side of the pyramid. Who do you think is going to be in the finale? Well, I don't know, maybe Jotko. He has a lot of experience. He's also a good person. I know that he's in control. But Hojat also surprised me. I thought that I didn't know if he was going to win, so I want to congratulate him. And yeah, as he said, this is the crème de la crème of the MMA of Europe. Hojat, congratulations for your win, for your victory. You said it yourself. You're in the pyramid, and it's an honor for you to sit here next to the three fighters. We already heard this, but how beautiful would it be for you to face Engizek in Germany in the finale of Tipsport? Yeah, I was, following his career. I've been following his career also in his private life. I respect him so much also on the private level. But, it would definitely be a dream to face him, but we will see what happens.
Christoph, I said in German, du hast gerade den Finger so geschüttelt.
Christoph, you raised your finger, so what do you think about this? What do you think about the fight in Bratislava?
I like this guy, but I need this money and I need to win this tournament, so sorry, but I'm gonna win.
Thank you. Question for Mick. This was like a very short fight. You can't show not so much. Do you think you talked a little bit too much in the future of the fight? Or what do you think of this fight?
He's the champ. He's good. I wanted to test myself, and that's what I did. It wasn't my night tonight, unfortunately. But I'll be back. I'll crack on, and I'll get better.
A question for Christoph. Christoph, being able to go out there and silence those boos inside the stadium tonight, how good did that feel?
One more time.
Being able to silence those boos inside the arena tonight from the fans, how good did that feel?
I focused on the fight. I was not even paying attention for this. But maybe because I'm the fresh fighter in the octagon, let me win another 2 fights, and I hope so that I'm going to deserve to respect from the fans.
And for Andre and Pavel, I mean, we saw Martin Budet be signed tonight, Will Fleury get inside the cage and have that face-off. Is that the clear fight to make for you guys?
Yeah, it's clear. Like, obviously, Martin is not newcomer. He was a champion in Octagon, and I believe with his statistics, like everyone was trying to get him into the roster, and we won that race. For many reasons, I believe that now we are just the best organization in Europe. I think it's obvious. Yeah, we got the best fans. We got the best fighters in terms of that they are giving their heart to every fight. They may be sometimes not better in the rankings, but they are better with the stories, and we are better together. Yeah, we are present something what people wants to see. So they are grow with us, and we are growing with them. And this cooperation between us and our fighters are right now the best in Europe for sure. So Martin step in, and as Will was, I don't know if he's here or not. We've been speaking yesterday about his possible fight, and I already know that Martin will sign today. But I didn't tell him. So, and he was like, fuck, where I will fight again, and all this shit, what he can throw me every day to my head. And I said, like, I don't know, you have to wait. Maybe tomorrow we will have some news, but you never know. And today he was really happy. So we want to do that fight in Bratislava, but we will know in the end of the week if it's possible or not. Obviously, we got 2 Tipsport Game Changers semi-final in Bratislava, October 4th. And then the final is in O2 Arena. So, yeah, the fight between Buday and Fleury is up there from Bratislava till the next tournaments.
And for you guys to be back at Stvanice here today, is there just something special in this arena? It feels like every time you come here, something happens.
Yeah, it's like our home, so I would say it's because Stvanice was well known in the past years, like 30 years ago, 35 years now, was the last time when somebody sold out this tennis actually venue, and it was Mandlíková against Navrátilová. It was like 2 Czech legends who played tennis. Maybe Navrátilová, it's well known for everyone. So she was already represent USA. She came to Czech Republic. It was still under communist, so everybody was, cheer for her. It was some kind of strange, tennis match. And from those years, nobody sold it out. Almost nobody was doing the venue here. And we came, and our fans came. And from that, it's something special here in the air. And you can feel it. Probably it was maybe your first time. And like Dominic showed it today, like everyone and in our betting company, our partner, everyone was putting money, even the Czechs, which are always putting money on the Czech fighters, even if they everyone put money on Mark. So Dominic totally destroy everyone's pocket money and tickets. But luckily for us, luckily for him, he's in the semi-final. Yeah, it's something special, and we want to celebrate next year here our 10th anniversary. So good for us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Question for Mark Hulm. So when did you see the fight breaking? Because it seems like you scored a knockdown, then you have this back, and then it's kind of shift. So what was the shift, in your opinion?
Uchi Pichu, motherfuckers. Frog, I fell in love with you. Thank you for this opportunity. Dominic just obviously came. He was the better man on the night. I take my hat off to him. Thank you for a great fight, Dominic. Thank you to all the fans here in Prague. Thank you to all the Czech fans. And I mean, for me to say shit happened, I don't know where it happened. My coach seemed to think that the ref might have stopped it a little bit early. I'm not going to get into that dispute. All I'm going to say is I love you guys and thank you for all the love and support.
Having this great atmosphere when you were fighting, so do you see yourself fighting here after the Tipsco Game Changer ends and you see your next years here?
Well, I'm ready to fight again tonight if I had to. But that question you're going to have to send over to the bosses over there. I'm obviously out of the Tipsport Game Changer. I might have lost tonight, but I'm not defeated. Like I said, I can go again tonight. Wouldn't be against my friend Hamburger. So yeah, ask the bosses if I'm going to come back or not.
Bosses.
Yeah, I think like Mark looks like Wolverine, no? So we have to keep him because you always need some superheroes.
A otázka další na vás. Matěj Peňáz, Vlasto Čepo, oba dva ze zdravotních důvodů.
Another question for the promoters. Peňáz, Čepo, they left. Do you have any other reserve fighters? No, I don't think so.
Matěj má asi jako dlouhodobější problém.
Matěj has a long-term issue and he will have to take care of that. We know that the infection, the staph infection, if you don't find the reason for it, it will keep on coming back whenever you're cutting weight. But I don't want to speak for him, you know. Vlasto left because he was injured, but he's already getting ready for another fight in Bratislava, which is going to be outside of the Tipsport Game Changer. So I don't think that Matěj would like to fight in any reserve fight. So we have plenty of other fights, so I don't think we need more of this.
Next question. Yeah, sure. Come. That's a tricky question. What do you think? We should go?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah? Who's waiting? Fans are waiting in Poland? Then we will go. If you can speak in terms of all Polish fans, then we will go.
I would like to do it. My surname is Lewandowski, so maybe.
Okay. Good one. Like, let's see. Like it's because it's not. We don't want to play any wars and any kind of these things, but when we feel that today was like 5 different kind of Polish fighters. If I will count Martin Zawada as like at least half Polish, yeah. And we love each other, our countries, we know each other well, and we got huge respect for Polish fans and for Polish fighters, and also right now a lot of Polish fighters and managers, they call us and they're trying to tell us that the country is ready but still somehow, I don't know, but maybe. Okay, thank you.
Ještě mám otázku na promotéry.
A question for the promoters. Today you announced a celebrity project. Could you tell us what other celebrities we'll get to see, or how often these fights will take place?
Mohli bychom, ale nechceme.
We could, but we don't want to. This is Carlos Vemula's project, so he will be the person to ask. He's the boss of the celebrity series. But let me explain why we're doing this. We've been doing this ever since the very beginning. We've been the first ones to try this. We always had a special reason for it, to move forward. And I believe that this project will also move us forward. And that's why we're going through with this. We also did a similar thing in Germany, and this brought many new people towards MMA. We saw that on the numbers, on the data, and we will keep on doing this, even in the Czech Republic. Even though some people don't like it, talk shit about it, we don't really care about that. We never look at what others are doing. What we care about is what we want, where we want to take it, and why we want to do it. Thank you.
Just a quick question for promoters, because we're getting all day a lot of messages about Keita when he fight again. It was a global. Again, it was against Lom. Lom go to FNC. What about Keita? Can you say something about it?
I can, but I won't.
Okay. Okay.
No, honestly, I know what will happen, but I will not tell you now.
Okay.
Okay, that's it. Any? Sorry, Dominic has got a question.
Tady takhle všichni, pardon, slečna mě trošku ruší. Chtěl bych,
Before we go, I just want to say one thing. I had some mixed feelings from Mark, but I want to thank him. I want to thank him for his gift. I really appreciate this. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you for the fight. And it was great meeting you. It was an honor.
Strength and honor, brother. Strength and honor.
It was kind of speed dating. Okay, that's it? Yeah, you sure? Okay, this was short one. So we got an after party. Congratulations to the winners. We will see you in Bratislava. And you guys, we will see you in some of other tournaments. Thank you.